Okay, good morning everybody. I'm Jim and this is Carol and we are RoamSweetRoam.com. Yes indeed. Whenever we're talking to people around campground or whatever, it always comes up that we're full-time RVers. And a lot of the weekenders and such and other people and people that wish they could do this and people that never could always wonder about what it's like. And these are the three questions that are asked the most often.
Our first most often asked question is, where do you get your mail?
Now that question comes up on Facebook a lot too, and it's overcomplicated by many and confused with a ton of other things like domicile and voting and etc., etc., etc. The plain and simple fact of the matter is that in every town with more than 10,000 people, there's at least 5 mail forwarding places, ranging from private companies to UPS. And
we've had a P.O. box in, a place that we visit often. Now that we're full-time on the road again, we actually have a mail drop box in Montana, and we can put the link in. I'll put the link in the description. It's $49 registeredagent.com, and I will put that link in the description. So whenever a piece of mail goes there, they actually open it and they'll scan it to us, and then we can do whatever we need to do with it. If we need something actually mailed to us from them, they'll do that too, of course, for a fee. But we can have it sent to, an RV park that we're staying a little while at. So we've had this mail drop box for how many years? I don't even know.
Many. It's actually the home address of a Montana LLC. That is actually a real business, and we've had this for 15 years.
Right. So, like, our customers will mail checks there. They'll open it, scan it, email us the scan, and then from there we can just take the check, print it out, take the picture, and send it to our bank and deposit it. So it works real well. It's real easy. That's pretty much all we get there. I mean, who gets mail anymore? First of all, we're full-time RVers, so I have no mortgage. My car is paid off. There's not a whole lot of... I have no electric bill. I have no gas bill. There's not a whole lot of mail going on anymore.
And we've done everything electronically for many years, since the first time we went full-time.
Right. It saves a lot of room. It saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of hassle. So all of our bills are paid online. If there is any bills, the credit card is all just paid online. We use one credit card for everything and then just pay it online. So moral of the story here: simplify. Simplify, right. Simplify.
Best thing to do about getting mail online on the road is don't.
Pretty much, don't. But if you need to, then a mail drop box like this works real well. So, that's our answer to that one. The second most often question is, what do we do for income?
Now that one's easier for us because we're old.
We are old.
Oldish, anyway.
Yeah, oldish.
We did fairly well back in the day. We were able to save. And at this point in our lives, as long as we keep our bills and our spending under control, we can live on Social Security and income from our investments.
However, we ran our own business for over 30 years. And so we do still have several customers that we work with still, that we've kept on. And again, we keep it real simple. They order supplies for their business and we drop ship them. We don't carry any product. I don't have room in my RV for inventory, so everything is just drop ship. It's kept very simple. They place the order. We tell our supplier where to send it to. They write us a check. We pay the supplier.
And Carol's
Simple.
always done her part too. She is a professional photographer, and she still has several good portrait clients that hire out her services when our locations correspond.
I'll be seeing one this next week who just had a baby. Yay! Hi, Tara.
And then of course there's stock, and Carol sends hundreds of pictures a week to stock, and they sell consistently. You don't make a lot of money there, but it's a little bit of something.
Yeah, some places are better than others. I'm on Shutterstock, Adobe Stock. Again, all passive income. I send the pictures in, and they sell them for me. So it works, you know.
So the bottom line is, if you're lucky and work hard like we did, you can save for your retirement, and when you get to be in your 60s, you just simply won't have to worry about it too much.
Hopefully. Or if you're young, get a skill and a remote job. I mean, seriously, that's what it comes down to. You know, remote jobs are everywhere now since COVID. It's crazy, you know. But you might need to update your skills or whatever. If that's what you want to do, it's 100% worth it.
Or even traveling jobs. We have one
Work
friend.
campers.
We have friends that are work campers. They'll go someplace for 6 months or whatever. I know one family who is or was a gate guard in an oil field.
Right.
And they parked their camper for a year, get a really excellent salary, no amenities, but and it worked for them.
Yep. That's all they had to do was let people in and out of the gate. Check their ID to make sure that they're allowed to be there and let them through the gate. It's pretty simple work, you know. There's places online to find these kind of jobs. There's like work camper places. You know, there's places to find remote jobs. Again, research, knowledge. Go for it.
Go for it.
You know? Our number 3 most asked question that I always see, like on Facebook and stuff, people ask, we're going full-time in our RV. What's the one thing that you feel you can't live without in your RV? Because they're afraid they're going to miss something, okay? And honestly, you're probably not going to miss something. You're going to have pots, pans, dishes, silverware, towels, all that stuff. If you're missing anything, you can go to Walmart and buy it. But what's the one thing that you feel you have to have in your RV, Jim?
Well, Carol actually came up with this answer, but the answer is my toolbox. I spent a ton of time in my garage and whatever as we were packing up to go, trying to figure out what tools I could take and what tools I didn't need and what tools I sold on Marketplace and what tools I stashed in a storage locker because I might need them again someday. RVs fall apart.
Oh boy, they sure do.
They shake and rattle and break, and stuff falls apart. On our last RV many years ago, the high wall-mounted microwave just fell down onto the stove on the highway.
Crazy shit happens.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So a well-stocked toolbox is your friend.
And know how to use it.
And a well-thought-out toolbox.
I've always been one of those guys who could fix about anything, and I use those skills every day in this Integra motor coach. And it's never been in the shop. And knock on wood, man, be careful there.
I know, right? Because sometimes it's just basic stuff that breaks. You know, the blind fell off, or you need to adjust the front blinds, or the window crank won't close right. You know, it's simple stuff like that, but you gotta have well thought out toolbox.
Even here and now, today and yesterday and last week in this place and time, we have been just tortured with our internet connection. We have a Verizon phone we use as a hotspot, and we also have Starlink. We got a fairly,
That could be a good fourth question. What do you use for internet? I see that one all the time too.
Okay.
Number 4, what do you use for internet? Go, Jim.
Well, we have a Wi-Fi Ranger Aspen router, and we use Starlink as a primary, and we actually use visible.com for our phones, and we've got a cell phone that costs $25 a month, gets unlimited 5G data, and it's
unlimited.
Yes.
Through Visible.
Yes.
They're on the Verizon network.
And it sits in a cabinet above the dash in the RV. It's hardwired into our router. Starlink is also hardwired into the router. And typically between the two of them we can maintain a good connection.
True. Typically, sometimes.
This week we're under some giant trees.
Yeah, we're being tree challenged with our Starlink this week for sure.
Kind of on the fringes of good Verizon service.
Right.
And it's been a challenge. Lots of reconnecting, lots of switching back and forth.
It has been a bit of a challenge. And a matter of fact, I'm going to try and upload this video today, and it may take hours, okay? So I've decided we're going to post our videos Wednesdays at 7 o'clock Central Time, okay? So I'm going to try really hard. It's now Wednesday at almost 1 o'clock. We'll see, because this Starlink is being tree challenged today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to get this video up in time for y'all, because this is good information. But anyways, so let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching. I hope this was informative to a lot of people, because this is honestly, I mean, probably the most asked, four most asked questions that we see all the time. So follow along. Be sure to hit that follow and like button. And we are roamsweetroam.com. Thanks for being our pals.
Thank you.